Okay, Rod. So a 1-0 win today, a tight scoreline, but given the chances that we had in the first half, say it was a deserved victory.
Yeah, definitely. It was a tough game, really tough game. You've done it, so that I'm going to get blown over. I'm going to end up in the burger van in a minute. I should think. Good position today, fellas. Yeah. So yeah, good game. Against a tough side. I thought Bath are probably a very good team. You know, you have to give them credit. I think they're one of the better footballing teams in the division. They're going through a transitional period like ourselves as well. But listen, I don't think we were really fluent in our first sort of half, maybe early parts of the second half. We went with slightly different personnel in a 4-4-2. And then I think when we really brought on the subs today, the likes of Billy Knott, Jeffers and even Jolesy for his little cameo at the end, I thought we'd done well. So, you know, the penalty to me was a pain. Maybe they're a bit disappointed, but as I just said in the interview there with BBC Essex, I felt the referee sort of lost a little bit of control of the game today. There were some big decisions to be made out there, and he obviously gave us the one for the penalty when he looked like he had a little think about it. But, you know, the one where Jeffers is through and he's just been taken down, and there were some strange decisions. But listen, let's not look on the negative sides of that. Let's look on the positive side that today we've dug deep, we've had to stay in the game. They've tried to force the issue at the end, you know, loading us with loads of big balls in the box and whatever, with the boy Brunt coming off the bench. But we've got over the line, and I think what was really pleasing for us was the way that we really took the game to them for the last, it's a bit like what happened at Maidstone. Yeah, the last half hour, 40 minutes, we really stepped on the gas. And when we've done that, we look more fluent, we look more, to me, composed in right areas. We looked like we had the extra pass in right areas. And, you know, you've got to say today, Billy Knott was outstanding on his cameo coming on. So hopefully, you know, keep him fit, and if Billy can produce that type of form, he's going to be a massive player for us. And then Jeff has come on and Jolesy come on. That was the 3 changes today. But I always said to the boys, listen, you've got to stay in it. You've got to stay in it. It's got to be 0-0. And if we can do that, we're at home. But I felt we raised the crowd here today in that last half hour. It's very quiet before that. And, you know, we've got to give them more than that. We've got to give them more than that. But I think today, where we've sort of conceded some goals, I think we really wanted to be quite compact. But that may have took away a little bit of our energy higher up the pitch. But I did feel that the way they played, especially the first half, they literally had all our players in our half. The full-backs were getting on, centre-halves was in our half. So that tells you they're compacting the play and they're keeping a lot of possession. I felt when we then asked the question, now it's going to push them deeper. Billy gets in that pocket, and that's how we got out. So, listen, you know, to me and Nick, we have to take credit at times, because me and Nick both take the other side of the game, which is sometimes we take the negativity and we have to deal with that. So, you know, this is probably one of them performances where the manager and like Nick, assistant manager, we have to take a bit of credit for that, and the players who come on definitely help change the game and put it in our favour.
It must be a manager's dream when substitutions, you know, work out and get us a goal for the breakthrough of Notty coming on and Jeffers coming on. Obviously Notty winning the penalty and Jeffers tucking it away to put us 1-0 up.
Yeah, I just think it gave us a totally dimension. It gave us a different tempo to the game. I think the third, I was saying to Nick at half time, and I've done something today which was a little bit different to what I normally do. Instead of telling the players how I felt, I asked them how they felt. And just sort of said to them, you know, what do you see? How do you see it? Are you feeling that we're having to do too much behind the ball? Did you think we were starving the 2 forwards? And that's what we felt. But we sort of stayed with it. Tried to just get us playing slightly better in the early part of the second half. And then when me and Nick felt that, well, look, let's try and ask the question of Bath now, because we could see how good you are with the ball going forward. And we gave a lot of that possession up today. But are you that great when we can now start asking you a question? And I think that's what Billy Knott and Jeffers both done when they come on, and even Jolesy for his little cameo. So listen, I think we have to take credit, us as managers and the players that have sort of stayed with it today on the bench, and you have to give credit to the players that have been out there for 90 minutes and the ones who come off to make the substitution. So everybody's done their bit. I had to leave a couple out today. You know, we brought the new lad in, so that was a bit of a brave decision as well. Tom, and he's probably more of a centre half than a right back, but you know, he's come in, he's done what he's had to do for us, and he's been a part of keeping a clean sheet. So, you know, he'll take a lot of positives out of that as well. And yeah, I've let Jarvis Edibor move on. So that's something for you media guys, because you always like to be busy and ask what's going on. So there's your answer for that. And we brought in Tom Gardner, that's played at the level for the last 3 or 4 years. So listen, he'll be work in progress, and Tom's got to understand that. But overall, I thought today was a good performance all round, and you know, we look forward now to Monday. And obviously Billericay's had a very good win today, but you'd expect them to beat Hungerford, if I'm being honest, at home. So yeah, we'll see what they've got left in their tank for Monday, and we'll see what we've got left in our tank for Monday. And you know, maybe they will change what they do and we have to change what we do. But listen, we won't give a lot else away other than that, but we look forward to the game. I want to say, you know, just a little bit to the supporters. Listen, I'm not a miracle worker. I'm a football manager that's been here for this is now my 4th season, and Nick's done a wonderful podcast in the week for those who had time to listen to it. But for me, you know, people have to give us a bit of credit and a bit of faith, and you know, we ain't got no given out right to win this league. And all I do say is I've done it for the last 3 years running. We know what we're doing, and we do try things at times, and we do recognise some things work, some things don't, and people have to be patient. And we think a lot of you supporters, and the way that we come off at the end, I know Nick was disappointed with some of the abuse at Maidstone away last. There's no room for that. There's no room for that. I'm the manager. At the end of the day, Nick works for me. And, you know, if people have got a problem, as I've said many a time, I don't know whether we're next having, I think we've got a fans forum coming up, haven't we?
I'm not sure about a fans forum.
Right, I think, was there like a fans forum or something coming up in next month regarding, okay, so if there isn't,
I've been told, no,
if there isn't, then get one on, because those who want to sort of make comments like that, come and speak to me. You know, as far as I'm concerned, I'm quite happy. You pay your money to come and watch my team and your football club, and as far as I'm concerned, we have to bond that together. Because as I say, it's a bit like managing players. I have a go at my players. Sometimes I probably say things that I shouldn't say to them. But the truth of the matter is, they know I'm passionate and I want to win. And I expect that reaction from my players. So, you know, my players do understand when we haven't played well. And Nick understands when we ain't played well, and so do I. And people shouldn't be using that type of language. It's someone who loves this club and puts his heart on his sleeve. And but let's get these supporters in Monday. And let's really see what this club has got as a support base, because they're probably travel with good numbers. This is the nearest derby that we're going to probably play. And it's Billericay who, you know, obviously what Glenn's done over there with, you know, his money and whatever else, we know what they're about. They're more than well-established football club now. And we know it's going to be tough. So if I can get the supporters in on Monday, and we can, you know, still keep this relationship alive, because I'm only human. I make mistakes, but I'm sure you all do every day as well. So, you know, but get behind us, give us the real support that footballers, that fans should give us, and we'll try and give you something that in exchange. So that's just my message to you supporters. You know, just bear with us. It's, you know, today don't make my season. Monday won't make my season, and neither did losing to Maidstone make my season. It's a long season. All we've got to do is find out where we need to improve and try and do that, and try to keep picking off the games and try to pick off the results. And listen, nobody works harder than us lot, let me tell you.
Cheers, bud. Thank you.
Cheers.